welcome back to my channel. This is Mariana. So this is my second attempt at filming this video because the first attempt, my microphone was apparently off the whole time because it needed batteries. So this is my second time filming this, but it's all good because I'm excited to film it. I have received a lot of private messages from you guys with a lot of interest about my Invisalign, and you guys had amazing questions, and I thought, you know what? I think it's going to be great for you guys that I post once a month about my Invisalign journey. So this is an update on what it's like to have Invisalign, and I'm going to be answering a lot of your questions in this video. So I'll cover like pros and cons, I'll cover cost, maintenance, all that jazz. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Before I forget, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just click right there, and that's going to help you guys with getting notification every time I post my videos. So click right there. It's for free. You don't have to do anything other than click the button, and don't forget to leave me some love and some like. So I'm going to start off with just what the process has been like so far. I've had my Invisaligns in for probably about 3 weeks so far. I must say that the first week I had them in, it was painful in two areas. One, it was the actual teeth that were moving. So I experienced a little bit of headache, but it's nothing so like intolerable that you can't like get out of bed. It's nothing that severe. Also, the second pain was actually a surprise to me. So the attachments that the dentist puts on your teeth, I call them the pearls, that was actually cutting my lip. It was cutting it pretty bad, and I developed canker sores in that area, so it was even hard for me to drink water, let alone speak or eat or do anything. And so something that helped me a lot during that time was so I ended up putting wax in those areas until it got healed, and then my mouth got used to having the trays in my mouth. So after the first week, it stopped. It completely stopped, and I didn't have that problem anymore. When you get your first trays at the dentist, you get a package that comes with two cases like this. One is blue and one is red. And so this is what you're gonna put your trays in whenever you're eating or drinking, and then it fits nicely in your purse so that you don't have saliva all over the place. By the way, if I keep looking down, it's because I'm reading notes off of my phone. I don't want to forget anything, so this is just like a reminder of the things to cover to help you guys out. Alright, so in terms of frequency of changing out the trays, my dentist has me changing mine out every 10 days, and I know it varies between every case. Sometimes you change it every 7 days, sometimes every 14 days. It just depends on your teeth and your treatment plan. And this is what the little packet looks like. It says Invisalign on it, and then it'll have your trays inside. And on here on the front, it will show whatever the date is that you were supposed to change this tray. And so what I do, every time I change it out, I file down the edges, because in my tray, especially the canines, that starts digging into my lip. So what I do is I grab like a clean file that I haven't used, and I'll file down those edges so that it's smooth. I'll go wash it and then pop it in my mouth. And I found that that made it so much more comfortable when putting on new trays. Some of you have asked me, have I noticed my teeth straighter already? And the answer is yes. I would say within the first 3 to 4 days, I noticed that my teeth were already getting straighter. And so the shift and the change happens quite fast. And I think it's more or less the same if you had the metal braces as well. Every time you get them tightened, it shifts your teeth, and then they end up molding, and you see a drastic change. So it's more or less the same when it comes to Invisalign. Every time you put in a new tray, then it's really tight, and so it's shifting your teeth. So you're gonna notice your teeth getting straighter. So maintenance. You want your breath to be as fresh as possible when you have these in your mouth. So what I do is I brush my trays in the morning and in the evening every time I brush my teeth. With like just a small toothbrush, I softly just brush all over the inside of the tray and the outside to get rid of any plaque buildup or bacteria or anything that can grow in there. And it's actually quite nice because once you brush your teeth and you brush your trays, you pop them on, and I find that it keeps your breath extra fresh. If you don't want to brush your trays, then you could always use the denture cleaner. They're like those like pods where you could put your tray in a glass of water and then you could put like the pod in there and then it will just fizzle and clean your trays. But I personally prefer to brush my trays just to make sure that I have everything like off of there, any kind of gunk or plaque or anything. It's just whatever you feel comfortable doing. You're going to be brushing your teeth a whole lot more than you used to, because when you eat your meals, you don't want to put the tray back in and then there might be like food stuck in between your teeth, and then you put the tray in, it kind of like keeps everything contained in there. And it's just not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for your gums or teeth or anything. So between meals, especially really stinky ones, like if you're eating onion, strong smelling food will actually get attached to your tray. So even if you had brushed your teeth, if you ate that food and put your tray on, took it off, brushed your teeth, and you put the tray back on, that flavor is going to be in your mouth. So I strongly recommend brushing your teeth in between meals, especially meals that are, have very strong fragrances, to say the least. You wear your trays at least 22 hours of the 24 hours in the day. So the only time you're taking them off is when you're eating, drinking, or brushing your teeth. Other than that, you have them in the whole time. Time to talk about the pros. There's a lot of pros to Invisalign, and this is actually my favorite part of this video. Not only is your Invisalign going to be making your teeth straighter, but it's going to fix your bite as well. So if you have an overbite or an underbite, it's going to fix that. And I have a slight overbite, and I've already noticed that it's gotten a lot better every time I'm smiling, because before it's like my front teeth would like, kind of cover my bottom teeth, and now it's like, it does fix your bite. It can expand your jaw a little bit so that it can make room for your teeth to move. So it's not just that it straightens your teeth. Next pro is it acts like a natural night guard because it's a plastic barrier between your teeth. So if you struggle with any kind of nighttime grinding, then this is going to help you a lot because it does act like a night guard. This is going to be one of the biggest favorites of many people, and that is that you're gonna lose weight. And the reason being is because you're not gonna be snacking as much as before. If you are the type of person that likes to eat smaller meals throughout the day, then you might have a harder time because you're gonna be taking them off and then eating whatever it is you're eating and then brushing your teeth, rinsing your mouth, and then putting them back on. And so it takes extra time to do that over and over again. But if you eat meals throughout the day, like your 3 meals, and you're used to snacking all day, you're gonna be cutting your snacking and therefore you're gonna be losing weight. So that's a big bonus. Teeth hygiene. So your teeth hygiene is gonna be a lot better because again, you're brushing your teeth in between meals more frequently. You don't want to be eating something, having stuff stuck in your teeth, and then putting your trays back in. So you are more likely to be brushing your teeth more than just once or twice a day. I carry my toothbrush with like a little mini toothpaste with me in my purse just in case. And following teeth hygiene, flossing is so much easier than if you have the regular metal brackets because you don't have any brackets to go in between. And I'll tell you, that was a pain in the butt. When I had braces in high school, I just did not like to floss altogether because it would take forever. With these, you just pop them off, you floss, and then you pop them back on. Easy peasy. Another pro is the fact that they're clear. Nobody really notices it except for yourself. Like, I find that I'm more paranoid about other people noticing my Invisalign than other people noticing it. So people don't see it unless they're like right in front of you and they're staring at your mouth. But other than that, if you're taking photos and you're just smiling from afar like this, then people don't really notice it. And especially if you're older, if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you don't want to have the metal brackets and the wires, this is an amazing option to straighten up your teeth. Another pro is the fact that it does not cut up your lips and your gums. So again, when I had braces when I was younger, my lip was just mutilated all the time. And I think maybe that's because my mouth is so small, and I had to wear wax all the time. Whereas with the Invisalign, the only time I've experienced that kind of pain was the first week that I started wearing trays. And that's because my mouth was, again, getting used to the attachments. But now, I have no pain, I have no cutting, no sores, nothing. All it is you have it in your mouth and it feels like plastic. Now to the cons, and there aren't too many cons, but there are some. I've covered actually a few of them, and that's the pain. So when you change up your trays, the first to second day, it's gonna feel quite tight because it's just like if you're going in and getting your wires tightened. If you have the regular braces, this is like getting them tightened, and so your teeth they have like a jolt of movement, you know, it feels really tight and you might experience some headache. I don't feel like it's really that terrible. I felt more pain with the traditional braces for sure. Another con is you might have a little bit of a lisp. So I don't know if you've noticed when I speak, it's actually not bad, but there is a slight lisp and you get used to it as you continue wearing your trays. It gets a lot easier over time. Next con is if you're gonna be putting on wax in any parts of your Invisalign, you have to take it off and put it back on every time you take off your trays. Taking them off in public. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've been out with my friends or my husband, and right before having dinner, here I am at the table with a napkin, hoping that it looks super glamorous when it really doesn't, and really praying to God that my saliva is not going to be coming down my face as I pop off the tray. You know, that can get kind of embarrassing if you're with people that you don't really know. I'm generally around people I know very well, so it's not that big of a deal. If you go to Costco, for example, you know, they have those yummy samples. It's a lot harder to enjoy those samples as you're like trying to pop them off in public and, you know, slurping up everywhere. So that is a con to having Invisalign. And the last con is having to file down the sharp edges every time changing out the trays. So you might not have that problem, but I do. I do file them down. It takes about 5 minutes to do it every time. Not a big deal, but I figured that I would add it into the cons. Last but not least, I have received several questions from you guys about cost. I've been asked, how much are you paying for your Invisalign? So I don't mind sharing with you guys the pricing here in Canada. I'm not really sure about the prices in the States, but for a 6-month-long treatment, which is what I have, it will range between $6,000 to $7,000 Canadian. And the price also depends on the duration that you're going to be having your Invisaligns for and also the severity of your case. I'm going to assume, just kind of guessing, in the States, it might be between like $4,500 to $6,000 US. But you know, when you go in and visit your dentist, he or she will let you know what the price range is for Invisalign. And that is it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and send me some love and share this video if you feel like some of your friends and family might benefit from this information. And again, I will be posting updates on my Invisalign journey every single month. Check it out, stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys later. Bye.